base have been smartened up with a dazzling display of unicorns bringing delight and joy to all those who stop by.
I just couldn't believe it. Now I was heading back from the shopping district.
Good evening! It's me, Bugman. I was just watching the news. If you are a patron on this server, you might be aware that there is a ZNN news broadcast going on, which lets you know all the goings-on the server, as Bug Turtle there is always in the know, always telling you exactly what's happening. But never mind that, I just wanted to come over here and... Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, that'll do for now. Wanted to show you what's been going on here. Look at these beauties. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is all full of black concrete powder, except for the last one, which is almost full. And we are going to use this today because we need to get busy and get doing the bottom section, that is to say, the underside of the base. I want to do those walls, get all of that done, and start getting this place finished, because the insides are nearly done, save for a bit of decorating we still need to do. And I want to just get the bottom bit done. We said for ages that we would put some farms and things underneath, and we haven't even done that yet. We've been so busy. So let's get this concrete downstairs and start getting laying. Hi. Remember how big this place was? Yeah, I've got to fill all these walls with black concrete. And I think the best way to do that is probably by dropping the concrete down from the top and then going all the way around. It's going to take me ages. So let's see if I can do it in a little bit of a time lapse. Did you see in that last clip? How dare that zombie attack my cameraman bugmancx? Although I was very proud of his quick reflexes and defenses in being able to defend himself. Remember, bugmancx is just a regular player account, so he has no special defenses or anything like that. If he gets attacked by zombies or creepers or anything like that, I have to jump to his rescue. But he did a great job at defending himself there, getting Monster Hunter. And meanwhile, look behind us. Oh, I'm in F5 mode still. Oh. Look behind us here. This place is starting to look fancy. I mean, it's black, but it's dark. It's mysterious. It's pretty cool. As you can see here, the furnace array just lights itself up, but the surrounding area, except for the bedrock, of course, is just dark. And I really quite like that. So now imagine this place full of a few different micro farms going on around here, and these walkways with staircases going up and down. Should look pretty cool. The next job is probably the ceiling, because this is the underside of the bay, and this at the moment just looks like exposed rock. It's no good at all, so I think we're going to have to mix up some concrete blocks because the powder won't stay up there on its own, and then fill in the ceiling. Now, I'm not sure about these walls. I kind of like the concrete powder. As I was doing this area, it was growing on me. I like it how it's a little bit textured and not completely black. You can't really see the detail unless you're up close anyway, so I think I'm going to leave it like that for now. And if I want to change it to concrete later, I can just water all the walls and do it that way. So let me get cracking on doing this, and this place should start to come together pretty soon. This is my method for making concrete blocks. I've been doing this since I first started planning this mansion over here, and I've been doing it ever since. I probably should have made a concrete machine, but this does the job good enough. I basically stand in this pool with the powder in my offhand and my pick in the right, and hold down both mouse buttons. It works. It is so dark in here. I'm frightened. But in all seriousness, I don't know how much of it you can see. Well, you can probably see a bit more now that the bay helps light things up. But look, this part of the ceiling is done. You really can't see much. If you look really closely, you can see a little seam. Or at least I can. It probably doesn't come out on the video. But this should look very interesting when it's all finished. Now, there's only one minor complaint that I have, and that's that we're in 1.13 still. 1.14 isn't out yet, and I would love some of those scaffolding blocks. They would have made this job a lot easier than the netherrack. But I'm going to continue on here, and soon we'll all be finished. I've been busy. Believe me, I've been busy. I have now laid so much black concrete, I don't even know what to do with myself. Shall we have a little look? You can see over my shoulder there that currently it's just a black pit that goes down to who knows what. But let's go and have a look for ourselves. As you come across the landing here and you peer down the abyss, all you sort of see is blackness with a mysterious blue thing at the top, which is part of the bay. Quartz staircase, of course, probably the worst value block in the game because you hardly get any stairs per quartz block, but hey, that's beside the point. So as you go down, the light slowly fades away, the black walls show you that, well, there's nothingness down here. Down you come, it's getting darker and darker, and you get to this landing. From the landing you can see there's only bedrock and glass, nothing else. There's a little walkway with a staircase going down to this furnace array. As we know, there'll be more things in here and they'll be connected up by these kinds of walkways and staircases, just like this one up here that's going that way, and this one over here that's going to go down that way. And of course, look around the room. The entire thing is now covered in black concrete. This is still black concrete powder. I think I like it. It's a little bit lighter than what concrete would be, but I think it looks great. And, of course, the roof is done, the walls are done, the staircase is done. So let's go and have a look at this from another angle, shall we, as we fly down. Oh, it's great fun. I love flying around this place, flying in and out of this place. It's so much fun. So let's come down into this corner because perhaps it'll give a good idea of the space. You can see the bay up there and see how big this cube actually is. Now, these things look really small when I look at them like this. The staircase here looks really tiny. This thing over here looks pretty small. But when this place is full of farms, and believe me, we're going to get on with that. I keep saying it and saying it, but we'll get there. it should look interesting, and it will also be harder to fly in and out of. It's hard enough to fly right now because there's a few players online. Oh. But when you can, yeah, it's good fun. So, well, we'll see. We'll see what happens when it starts to get full. Let's get up here and fly out. Oh, nearly missed. Oh, I'm getting better at that. Now I can basically fly around my whole home. Oh, hey, look at this. I've brought in my animals. They were getting a bit lonely sitting out there on the island, so I thought I'd bring in my cat, my birds. What are you doing up there? Naughty. There's one up here. And over here, a little bird tree. The bird tree for our parrots. They just sit there and bask in the sun and have a good time. And here we've installed a rug. This was a suggestion by a jumpy spider lady that I should put in a rug. And I really did go nuts and put in a rug. I really love the look of this. And if you can figure out how I did it, well, you're very smart. Hopefully it's obvious, but I think it's just a different take on a boring old carpet rug. So that's pretty good. Wow. How much work did we do? Loads. I don't know about you, but this thing looks like a cooktop, a range hood, or whatever they're called, those exhaust fans that go above your kitchen stove. Anyway, I've built a little path up here because this is obviously temporary, but this is where we're going to build ourselves a little cactus farm. We need to get some farms in, don't we? Cactus farm should be a pretty easy one for us to get started with. There's no automation, no redstone, no nothing, all simple. The idea behind the farms in this space are that they're going to be small, but just produce what we need. Not going to be like the industrial district where it's got super stupid amounts of efficiency and everything like that. Just want to make sure we get the resources we need to play the game. Let's get these things ready. These are the... Oh, how do I get up there? We use a bit of this. There we go. Now we've lost the slab. This is all very annoying. Okay, put a slab. No, that was one too low. Right there is where we wanted the slab. Let's just get all the slabs in here. Make our lives a little bit easier. There, and you don't need that one. There we go. That should do it. Let's get the cactuses back. Building on camera, always a good idea. Okay, this looks good. I have pre-filled this because I know that this is where the collection area is going to be, and I don't want any water leaking because right down here is the furnace array, and I really did not feel like having that be washed out. So here we should have some buckets. There we go. Is it looking good? It's looking good. Second, oh, see, that's exactly what I wanted to avoid. This one here. Perfect. All right. So just here, we're going to need a collection chest, and a hopper. There you are, hopper for the cactuses to go into, and then we have it. Our cactus farm is done. Oh, it's not quite done. I want to just get rid of these because that way there's no blockages. Oh, and we can make sure that the water is always free flowing and the cactuses too. Now I'm going to have to put some glass around this just to make sure that the cactuses don't go blong and blong as they probably will do, but maybe I'll just keep an eye on it for a while and see what happens and see how many cactuses I get in my amazingly efficient new farm. Check it out, 3 cactuses. I'm rich, thank you farm. The next one we're going to build is down here. I've already started planning out the area. Ugh. I'm surprised I didn't take damage from that. And in here is going to be a little miniature sugarcane farm. This is a pretty easy one as well, pretty basic. What happens is we plant the sugarcane along here. Underneath here is the water so that the sugarcane will actually grow. On top of this, we need to put a series of pistons. Boom, 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 boom. That's going to obviously knock off the sugarcane as soon as it's ready. And this glass is in my way, and we have some observer blocks as well. The observers, no, that's the wrong way for an observer. The observers are going to observe when the sugarcane grows, and I put that in the wrong spot as well. I didn't really set myself up with the right kind of height to be doing this, and now I need to go and get that extra observer. Where was I? The observers are going to observe when the sugarcane grows, and when they do, they're going to fire off the pistons, and we're going to harvest that delicious, delicious sugarcane. There we go. That's better. Alright, now we just need some blocks. I prefer iron blocks because I usually like to do that as a redstone block, so I'm just going to get some of them and then hook up the back. Alright, well, we have some iron blocks now, so we just need to put some redstone dust along the back. And this should activate all of them at once. It doesn't really matter if there's no sugarcane to push, just as long as it gets activated. Now down the bottom, geez, this is precarious building like this. It's so annoying having to actually build up the land underneath that you need to walk on and build on. So here is where the collection system's going to be. I changed these sand blocks out to dirt because I realized I need to put a rail track underneath. So here we have some powered rails. I've already pre-powered the blocks on the side here so you can see that it's lit up. And here we need the rail, there, and here. That should be good enough. We need just, we need a hopper minecart, not just a minecart. So if we get, oh, we've got hoppers on us already. So there we go, minecart with hopper, off we go. And you just go there, and back and forth you go. Collecting forever. Now up here, let's just pop across here and make sure that the farm works. I've got some sugarcane on me, so if I just finish popping the glass back just to make sure we catch everything that we're supposed to be catching, and do this and this, it activates and gets collected. Perfect. Perfect. Now we have an automated sugarcane farm to add to the array of farms going on here. It's obviously not the most efficient farm in the world, but once again, all we have to do is AFK here and we will just gradually collect stuff that we need. Let me tell you one thing though. I need a way out from the ground level because it's getting harder and harder to fly. Oh, this is alright actually, but earlier there were about 12 people online and it gets harder and harder to fly, so if you're stuck down here and you can't get out, there's no alternative way. So we definitely need to build that into the system somehow. Maybe I'm thinking that there should be a minecart elevator or something like that tucked away underneath here and that goes up into the wall, and you can just pop out here and you would hardly even know it was there unless you knew where to go. We'll see if we can do that in another episode. Right now, I'm going to go and collect some more quartz because I'm sick of that netherrack and I want it to make it look beautiful. So I'm going to do that now. I'm back up here because I'm finished for the day. I've done so much work today. I'm very happy with my efforts. Let's have a quick recap and a look. From up here you can see sugarcane farm as we go down this wonderful quartz staircase. All of the walls completely full of black concrete now, looking fancy. And over there we've got cactus farm, sugarcane farm, and down there the smelter array. Now I love the fact that there's a bit of ambient light going on from the various farms, although I'm not so happy that the torches are super bright. I think my original plan was that there wouldn't be any lighting at all, except for the redstone that would light up, and that way you'd get this weird flashing every now and then and ambient lighting and stuff like that. But for the time being, it's okay, I'll work on it. And so we've finished up these quartz pathways. I spy a block there that I need to get rid of. Let's do that right now because we don't want any of that here. There we go, job done. Up here we've got some cactus, 6 cacti, doing pretty good. Down there the sugarcane farm, haven't seen it harvest yet. Ow. But the top row needs to grow up before that's going to happen. And I just have one little quick errand to run here because I did see a spider spawning on top of this farm before, so I've got a bit of grey carpet. There it is. And we can just line the top of this because I think it's just up here that spider spawned, and that's no problem at all. No problem at all. It's something that I expect down here, especially with low light. But the cool thing is all the stairs and these gangways here will not spawn because I've put them all on the lower slab, so that's really cool. But that's it. That's all we have time for today. I hope you've enjoyed hanging out with me. I've certainly had a productive and fun episode. Please join me again next time, and if you feel like it, leave me a comment and say hello. Tell me what you enjoyed. There will definitely be more episodes to come, so stick around, subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.